Have you ever wanted to go to space but thought, maybe not, I'd rather not sell my organs to pay for the ticket? Well, thanks to SpaceX, your wallet might just survive the journey. Space travel is becoming cheaper, and SpaceX is at the forefront of this revolution, making space accessible not just for billionaires, but eventually for dreamers everywhere. So buckle up as we explore how Elon Musk's mad scientist vision is turning the impossible into an affordable getaway, and how the cost of space travel has gone from a Hollywood fantasy to something you could almost plan on your family vacation budget. SpaceX's grand strategy, how Elon Musk plans to take your wallet to the stars. It's 2024, and it's time we face the facts. Elon Musk is turning the dream of cheap space travel into reality faster than you can say, "Where's my Tesla charger?" With SpaceX's aggressive reusability strategy, they've managed to bring the cost of launching payloads to space from over $1,000 per kilogram to around $90 per kilogram, and possibly even down to $10 by 2027, if all goes according to plan. Musk's ambition is not just about selling tickets to Mars. It's also about flipping the whole space is expensive narrative on its head. In a nutshell, SpaceX is producing more Starships than a McDonald's produces burgers, mass-producing engines, refining reusability, and squeezing every last drop of efficiency to get the costs down. Imagine booking your interstellar trip with the same ease as a budget airline. Falcon 9 and Starship. Reuse or refuse? The secrets behind cost efficiency. The key to SpaceX's cost reduction is reusability, particularly with the Falcon 9 rocket. Reusing rockets has allowed SpaceX to drastically lower the price of launching satellites, cargo, and even people into space. A Falcon 9 flight today costs around $28 million, an astonishing reduction compared to the $450 million per flight price tag for NASA's retired Space Shuttle program. By reusing the booster rockets over and over again, SpaceX minimizes the production of new hardware, which traditionally made each mission enormously expensive. Each time a Falcon 9 rocket returns to Earth intact, it saves tens of millions in production costs, creating a reusable system that ensures that much of the infrastructure remains intact and ready for the next adventure. The Falcon 9 reusability model is now so refined that boosters are often reused over 20 times. In the early days of the space race, rockets were disposable, used once and then discarded, a method akin to taking a commercial airliner, flying it once, and then scrapping it. SpaceX's approach is fundamentally different, treating rockets like airplanes, which are used for decades. The recovery and refurbishment of boosters, as well as parts like fairings, the nose cone of the rocket, save millions each flight. This operational model has not only cut costs, but has also drastically increased the frequency of launches, allowing customers to get into space more quickly and for a much smaller bill. Record-breaking launches in 2024, the year space became routine. SpaceX has continued to redefine what routine space travel means. With 31 Falcon 9 missions completed in just the first quarter of 2024, SpaceX is on pace for 148 launches by the end of the year, setting an industry record. For perspective, back in the early 2000s, launching anything into space was a rare, heavily televised event that required years of preparation and months of anxious waiting. Now, SpaceX launches feel as regular as your commute to work, except their commute involves a little more fire and spectacle. This frequency is possible largely because of the reusability of the rockets and a manufacturing cadence that focuses on modular, rapidly deployable spacecraft. The high launch cadence doesn't just make headlines, it also drives the cost down further. When a company launches as often as SpaceX, it gets really good at fixing issues, refining processes, and ensuring each flight is cheaper and faster than the last. Moreover, frequent launches mean a greater ability to meet growing market demands, whether for new communication satellites, climate observation tools, or even future space tourists. The competitive price point and frequency ensure that SpaceX continues to outpace its competitors while offering clients the ability to book their orbital journey with greater convenience and less of a hefty financial burden. Starship, a massive leap for humankind and a huge middle finger to costly space missions. The SpaceX Starship is an enormous vehicle designed to push the boundaries of human exploration, and it is doing so at an increasingly affordable cost. In 2024, each Super Heavy Starship was built for about $90 million, but reusability and efficient production have the potential to bring the cost per launch down to $2.2 million by 2027. Think of it as going from buying an exclusive sports car to leasing a luxury ride at a fraction of the price. Only this one can also take you to the moon. With a payload capacity of 220 tons, Starship isn't just a big rocket, it's a game changer. This drastic reduction in cost opens the doors for more ambitious missions, including manned moon landings, Mars colonization, and even deep space exploration. The improved production techniques, essentially making rockets on a production line rather than custom ordering them, means that these ships can be built quickly, efficiently, and affordably. Musk's plan is to scale up Starship production to a point where economies of scale kick in, bringing the price point down to levels never seen in the history of space travel. NASA loves SpaceX, contracts, moon landings, and the billion-dollar honeymoon. SpaceX's partnership with NASA is a key driver in lowering costs and pushing space capabilities further than ever. SpaceX has landed multiple contracts with NASA, including the Human Landing System contract worth $2.9 billion as part of the Artemis program to return astronauts to the moon. What's more, many of these contracts are milestone-based, meaning SpaceX gets paid when they hit specific targets, which incentivizes faster, more efficient development. The NASA-Artemis collaboration is paving the way for humanity's return to the moon, and SpaceX's role is central in keeping these missions affordable. The Artemis mission aims to go beyond the Apollo missions of the 1960s, which cost about $28 billion at the time, an eye-watering $288 billion in today's money. Thanks to SpaceX's reusable technology, the Artemis moon landings will be conducted at a fraction of that cost, proving that space is no longer just the playground of superpowers with bottomless budgets. By utilizing Starship as the human landing system, NASA and SpaceX are achieving what was once unthinkable: sustainable human presence beyond Earth. The secret sauce: why SpaceX launches are so much cheaper. SpaceX's Falcon 9 isn't just an engineering feat, it's also a financial game changer. The key to its lower costs is rapid booster reuse, efficient refurbishment, and frequent launches. With launch costs around $28 million and estimates suggesting it could be as low as $20 million, SpaceX's approach is a stark contrast to the $100 plus million rockets of the past. They keep prices competitive by charging different rates for government versus commercial customers. Government contracts help subsidize lower-cost missions. This flexible pricing model allows SpaceX to fund ambitious projects like Starship while staying profitable, offering affordable space access for all. Starlink, when internet and space travel become best buddies. Starlink is more than just a name. It's key to SpaceX's cost-saving strategy. By launching Starlink satellites using the same Falcon 9 rockets that serve other customers, SpaceX essentially gives Starlink a family discount to space. This reduces launch costs to nearly rock bottom compared to dedicated missions, saving millions. For example, a Falcon 9 launch costs about $28 million, but launching Starlink in batches alongside other payloads significantly cuts costs. With nearly 5,000 satellites in orbit by mid-2024, Starlink aims to deliver affordable high-speed internet globally, especially to remote areas. Thanks to SpaceX's reusable rocket technology. Space tourism. Will your next vacation be in space? SpaceX's cost-cutting efforts aren't just about sending cargo and satellites. They're paving the way for space tourism. Musk aims to make Starship accessible enough that, with some savings, or a few $100,000, you could book a ticket to orbit. Unlike the $50 million price tag for a Russian Soyuz seat, SpaceX aims to lower costs to under $10,000 per kilogram. Musk envisions space tourism as a new luxury adventure, where taking a selfie in orbit could be the ultimate vacation photo. Thanks to SpaceX's innovations, saving for a trip to space could soon be like saving for a dream holiday. And there you have it, the incredible journey of how SpaceX is revolutionizing space travel and making the stars a bit closer to us all. If you enjoyed this video, Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more future videos. Thanks for watching, and remember, the sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning.